Welcome. Today we will discuss how to perform reliability analysis and how to report the results of reliability analysis in order to complete the portion of analysis and interpretation for your article or thesis. So for that purpose, we need to follow some basic steps. So before going to this, we will perform reliability analysis with the help of three into methods. The first one is outer loading of the item, the second one is composite reliability, and the third one is cron batch alpha. So have a look. So we need to follow some steps. So at first, if we do not have Smart PLS3, we need to download and install Smart PLS3. So for that purpose, if you do not have, I shared a link how to download and install Smart PLS3. So after this, at first we launch Smart PLS3 and upload the data file with the extension of static.csv. The second step is that we need to develop the desired research framework in Smart PLS3. Once our research model have been designed or prepared, the next step is that we need to go to Calculate tab, select PLS algorithm, click Start Calculation. So there will be a dialog box open with the name as Results. So finally, we need to follow some basic instruction for analyzing, copying, and reporting reliability analysis in our Word document in order to complete the article or thesis formalities. So before going to this, we must remember that each and every method of reliability analysis is having a threshold limit. For example, so as we discussed earlier, reliability analysis have been performed with the help of three into analysis. The first one is outer loading of item. So the item's values must be greater than 0.60, which is basically the acceptable threshold limit. Composite reliability and cron batch alpha's value must be greater than 0.70. So this is how we demonstrate and perform reliability analysis with the help of Smart PLS. So here we are. This is basically the Smart PLS. So first of all, we need to develop our framework based on the desired data. So here we are. This is basically a data set, and we need to upload the variables. These are the indicators. First variable, second variable, we are having third variable, as well as we are having fourth variable as well. First of all, we need to set the direction. So this is how we will set the directions of our research model. Rename, click on rename. So this one is, for example, our first independent variable, which is team identity. This one is second variable, which is team management. So our third independent variable is team commitment, and our fourth variable, which is dependent variable, that is sustainable performance. So now time comes to connect these. So click on connect. So this is how we connect the model, and now the path model is completed. So have a look. So basically, we're having a proposed research framework which is having four variables. So one is independent variable, and the last one is dependent variable. So team identity, team management, and team commitment are the independent variable in our research framework, and sustainable performance is dependent variable. So on the basis of these variables, we form a title of the article which is fostering sustainable performance through team outcomes. 3 independent variable and 1 2 dependent variable. So here we are. So we are having 3 independent variable and 1 2 dependent variable. So next step is that click on calculate, click on PLS algorithm. So or alternatively click on calculate and click on PLS algorithm. So here we are, click on start calculation. So at first we must see the outer loading of the item. So these are basically the item loading, outer loading of the items. So the another method is that this is basically the path coefficient or the result window. So here we are, this is basically the outer loading. Click into it and see. So if we can see that first variable team identity is having 5 items and the fifth item is less than 0.60, which is threshold limit. And if we can see that team identity is having 3 items and the first item is less than 0.60. So if we can see the rest of the items of the variable are greater than 0.60, so which establish outer loading of the item. So what should we do? So basically we should delete the item which is having less than 0.60 value. So here this is basically less than 0.60. Click on it and then right click into it and delete. Again run the PLS algorithm, start calculation. Again see the outer loadings. So if we can see that outer loading of all the items are now greater than 0.60. So the next step is that so this variable is having less than value of outer loading. So what should we do? Basically we delete this item. Click into it and click on delete. Again click on calculation, PLS algorithm, start calculation. So now if we can see that the outer loading of all the items of the variables are greater than 0.60. Have a look. So now we have established outer loading of all the items in case of establishing reliability analysis. So how do we report this? So these are the outer loading. Click on Excel format, open Excel and copy and paste these values. So these are the values of the variable. So next step is that just copy and paste into your Word document in order to report the result and analysis portion. So these are the items of 4 items, which are the items of first variable, which is team identity. So here we are going to perform data reliability analysis. These are the 4 items of team identity and these are so these are the loadings. So similarly team management. So team management is having 4 items. Just copy it and paste into Word document. So similarly team commitment is having 2 items. These are the 2 items of team commitment. Copy it and paste into Word document. So similarly sustainable performance is having 4 items. So here we are going to copy these and paste in our Word document. This is how we put outer loading of the items. The next step is that composite reliability. Go to your smart PLS result, click on construct reliability and validity. So here we are. First of all, copy in Excel format. We can see that these are the results of cron batch alpha and these are the results of composite reliability. So just copy it to Excel format, paste it. So these are the values of cron batch alpha. So the first variable that it shows that sustainable performance. So the value of sustainable performance is 0.846. Copy it and paste it. This is basically sustainable performance. So similarly composite reliability value, team commitment. So here we are, team commitment. And the composite reliability just place the value to respective variable. Team commitment. So we can see that the values of team commitment is 0.746, which is greater than point. So this is basically cron batch alpha, and here we are composite reliability. So team identity composite reliability is 0.875, and the value of cron batch alpha is 0.810. So this is how we report outer loading, composite reliability, and cron batch alpha. So the next step is that we need to set the table as per the requirement. So select the table, so this is how we complete the table formalities, and now time comes to write down some reporting. So in this study, so we established reliability analysis with the help of outer loading, composite reliability, and cron batch alpha. So this is how we can interpret our table, which is data reliability analysis. So another thing, we can also copy and paste our measurement model. So this is basically our measurement model. We can also copy and paste this model into our Word document. Export image to file. For example, so just copy it and paste into your Word document. So this is basically the measurement model. So this is how we can interpret and evaluate reliability analysis of our data, which is basic requirement of analysis, reliability analysis. Thank you very much.